The evidence in a bourbon theft case continues to grow as more barrels are discovered.
A Kentucky mayor is responding to a request from City Council asking him to resign. We'll tell you what he has to say.
A new Lexington Elementary School playground for students with special needs, including a ramp for students in wheelchairs, is up and running.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon. Sam Dick and Amber Philpott reporting. A new update this afternoon on one of the biggest bourbon heists in Kentucky history.
Last night, more barrels of partially full bourbon were recovered, along with bottles of sealed Pappy Van Winkle. WKYT's Victor Puente talked to the Franklin County Sheriff, who says he believes there is still stolen bourbon out there. It's our top story at 4:30.
The evidence against this group charged with engaging in organized crime continues to grow. The sheriff's office says they continue to recover barrels and bottles of stolen bourbon. The amount of bourbon being held as evidence in the basement of the Franklin County Sheriff's Office is growing. Sheriff Pat Melton says they took in 2 more partially full barrels Tuesday night, as well as some more bottles of bourbon. That brings them up to 22 barrels of various bourbons and almost 30 bottles of the expensive Pappy Van Winkle brand. They also have a large amount of bourbon kept in other containers, such as mason jars. The man police say was the ringleader, Gilbert Kurtzinger, his wife Julie, and 8 others were charged with engaging in organized crime. Last week, one of those other men, Dusty Atkins, pleaded guilty to reduced charges of criminal conspiracy to receive stolen property. The sheriff says people who bought those barrels have been cooperative with the investigation. They believe more are out there.
Right now, the Commonwealth Attorney is not going to pursue any charges. If you cooperate with it, you'd be considered a cooperating witness. If you have a barrel of bourbon or bottles of Pappy that you've obtained, then you probably ought to notify this office where we can talk and work that out.
Coming up at 6, you'll hear from attorneys of the people who've been charged about why they're fighting to keep some information in this case from getting to the media. In Franklin County, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Before last week, 3 other people had already pled guilty in this case and had their charges reduced. Several central Kentucky counties are back in class today, and the beautiful weather is making for a great start to the new school year.
It's just about perfect out there. We're seeing sunny skies, mild temperatures for this time of the year. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey. Chris, you got to love today.
Yeah, you really do, guys. Some of the good stuff that is out there. We're not alone with that. We look across the eastern part of the country, and those temperatures out there, the farther northeast that we go from Kentucky, are even cooler. That's kind of hard to believe, considering we are in pretty good shape right now across our part of the world, with a lot of 70s that are showing up here into the central and eastern parts of the Bluegrass State. 50s and 60s, though, into the northeastern part of the country. That's some good stuff. All right, live first alert defender. Nothing across central and eastern Kentucky. Good-looking sky that is out there. We look at some of our sky cams. Frankfort, Georgetown, Lexington, down into Richmond. All 4 of those cams with a similar scene that is playing out. Yes, we've got some fair weather cumulus clouds out there giving you a little shade from time to time, but then the sun breaks through and the clouds will begin to dissipate as we go through the next little bit, with, again, those temperatures high 70s to around 80 degrees as of right now. If you're out this evening, it's a quick drop in temperatures with dry air in place. The sun sets, we go from the mid and upper 70s at 7 into the low and mid 60s by the time 11 o'clock rolls around, with that almost crispness to the air. With low humidity, that's typically what you get in September, let alone here in the middle of August. Changes, though, begin to show up by the weekend. We'll break those down, guys, when I come back in less than 10 minutes.
Chris, thank you. We're tracking a traffic alert in Frankfort this afternoon. There's been an emergency closure of a busy intersection near downtown because of a sinkhole. The State Transportation Cabinet says the intersection at 4th Street and Shelby Street will be closed until at least tomorrow afternoon. That's right next to Frankfort High School. On the surface, we're told the hole is about 2 feet by 2 feet, but officials tell us it's much larger underneath. Crews plan to fill the hole tonight with concrete and then try to patch the surface. We're also tracking a crime alert in Lexington. Police are looking for the person who robbed the Shell gas station on Richmond Road near New Circle. Police say the man had a knife and was wearing a camouflage mask and shirt when he stole money from the register and forced the clerk out of the store. He then ran toward the Value Place Hotel, where police lost track of him.
An update now to a story that we told you about yesterday at 4:30. People living in one Lexington apartment building are back in their homes this afternoon. We first reported that they were forced out of the Fairway Apartments on Pimlico Parkway because of a raw sewage leak. But the property manager tells us one of the residents put something down the drain in the bathtub, causing it to back up, creating the smell. The situation has now been fixed, and once again, everyone is back in their apartments. A Kentucky mayor has been asked to step down. The Shepherdsville City Council passed a resolution 4-2 asking for his removal. The move comes just weeks after Mayor Scotty Ellis was indicted for criminal solicitation to prostitution.
The council's decision does not force Ellis to leave office, but today he says he will resign his post. But first, he wants to find a new job. Morgan Lentis reports.
We don't want to see this continue indefinitely. We just want to see it brought to a conclusion.
The future of Shepherdsville Mayor Scotty Ellis is unclear right now. He was recently indicted, accused of using his position to offer women favors in exchange for sex.
I personally feel like if it was somebody else in the city, if it were one of the employees, that they would have already been asked to leave.
That's the issue council members debated before bringing a resolution that would ask the mayor to resign to a vote. It passed 4-2.
Right now he's not guilty of anything that we know of, so I don't know why he would resign.
Councilwoman Gloria Taft disagreed with the decision. She says the mayor, who was not at the council meeting due to a family emergency, has yet to be convicted of a crime. So, in her opinion, he has no reason to step down.
It's the way our country was set up. I mean, anybody could accuse me or you of doing something, and shouldn't we wait till the judge and jury says, oh, you're either guilty or innocent, before we're asked to leave our job?
It's a decision every council member said was hard to make, especially for those who think the mayor has done great work while in office.
It's hard to ask somebody to resign. It really is. He's been an excellent mayor. I've loved everything he's done for this city.
And that was Morgan Lentis reporting. Ellis is scheduled to be arraigned next week on the charge of soliciting a prostitute. It's been a really busy day across the Bluegrass. 40,000 some students were in classrooms today in Lexington for the very first day of school.
And as Rebecca Smith reports, for some students at Rosa Parks Elementary, it was also the first day they could play on a new playground.
This new playground will be accessible to kids who happen to have special needs. These ramps are especially good for those kids who happen to be in wheelchairs.
It's also got a special surfacing that differs from the standard playground's wood chips. Those can cause problems for wheelchairs.
It'll get caught up in the mulch. Yeah. So you can't exactly just walk up, on your own or wheel somebody up.
There's also a sign language board and other features that make it handicap accessible. It's all about inclusivity, according to Mark Flores, whose own son is special needs.
It's going to be as fun as any other playground equipment that you get, except it's even better because now everybody can play on it.
And there will be a special dedication here at Rosa Parks Elementary in Beaumont. That is Friday night at 6 o'clock. Reporting in Lexington, Rebecca Smith, WKYT.
That new playground cost $50,000 with money raised by the PTA. In addition to fundraising efforts from the community, they also received a $10,000 grant from the Christopher Reeve Foundation.
A former nightclub in Lexington that's been the scene of multiple shootings outside is now under some new ownership. Tom Baer bought the building on Euclid Avenue. He already owns the Beer Trap right next door and Pazzo's and the Village Idiot. Baer told the Herald Leader he's turning the space into a new restaurant with a rooftop patio. He hopes it'll be open in March. There are new details in the 21C Museum Hotel in downtown Lexington. In honor of the building's banking history, the Herald Leader reports the hotel's restaurant will be named Lockbox. The restaurant is part of a $43 million renovation to turn the building at the corner of Main and North Upper into the 21C Hotel, which is expected to open early next year.